what if our why scares us? And we fear that people won't see it. Do we abandon it or do we just go for it? Okay, so there's two thoughts there that are worth unpacking. Okay, if other people don't see it, okay, let's deal with that first, because I think that's a little simpler. If other people don't see it, then the question is, are we showing it, right? And so many of us, all of us, especially at various times, we're all lying, hiding, and faking at various points, right? Somebody asks a question, that makes us uncomfortable in a public forum. Sometimes we agree to something. We say yes, even though it's not true, because we just don't want to embarrass ourselves. We're very often inauthentic. Plus, we live in an Instagram, Facebook, TikTokable world. We're all presenting ourselves and curating ourselves as how we want to be. So we're really good at showing people the kind of person we want to be. It's kind of ironic as well, if you think about relationships. We present ourselves as our best selves, but it's only really when our vulnerabilities and insecurities are revealed can love exist. That's that magical authenticity. So I would argue that if the world doesn't see who you are there ways that you can share it with the world in a way that is inspiring to them and authentic to you? How you show up, sometimes the clothes you wear, sometimes it's silly stuff. I would often wear brightly colored ties in college. I know, a little nerdy, but one, because it sort of was a reflection of my independence. I didn't dress like everyone else, but it also made people smile. I would catch them seeing my tie and it would make them smile. And I liked that. And so there are lots of little things we can do personally to bring our why to life. Now, what I'm really interested in is what you said, Andrea, when you said, what if our why scares us? Now, if it's actually scary because it's dangerous or difficult, then maybe it's not fully our why. If it scares us, but because we are afraid that others will judge us for what it is, like, this is truly who I am, this is why I wake up out of bed every morning, then I think you have to go for it. Now, the question is, do you have to jump in the deep end? I think that's a question of your own risk tolerance. I think there's nothing wrong with wading into the water, starting in the shallow end. Think about it. Look what I do for a living. Inspire people that do the things that inspire them. Like, how corny and cheesy is that, right? Like, I'm fully aware of that. When I first started talking about it, people were like, well, that's cheesy. I'm like, I know. And so but I still would do it. And was it a jumping in the deep end? No, I would dip my toe and I would test things out, and I would try things out and I'd see how it was received. And sometimes it went well and sometimes it didn't go well. I was learning to swim with my why, as basically was my why floaties. I was wearing why floaties. That's what I was doing. So yeah, I think if it feels right, because that's the test of a why, does it feel right? Does it feel like who I am? Does it give you chills or goosebumps, or does it make you well up when you think about it? Does it excite you? Then it's probably accurate. And yeah, then you're going to have to at least get in the shallow end. You dip your foot in and try using it at certain places. And as you get more comfortable, you'll learn to swim.